Sanjay Bhardwaj from Department of Computer Science and Applications, DAV College for Girls, Yamunanagar. Topic of discussion of this lecture is number systems. Now, it is very simple what basically a number system is. Number system is set of digits and symbols which are used for counting and calculations. So, the topic basically is number system, and as I gave the definition, number system is set of digits and symbols which are used for counting and calculations. Right from the class 1, we understand that there are 10 digits, and these digits we use for counting, and these digits are used for calculations also, like digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These are the 10 basic digits which are used for counting as well as for calculations, and these set of symbols and digits which are used for calculation and counting, these are known as number system. A very important term in number system is base of the number system, base of the number system or radix of the number system. This is very important term related to any number system. Base or radix, maximum number of digits in any number system represent the base or the radix of the number system. For example, I said the number system we are using from class 1st onward, this number system is known as decimal number system. Now, decimal number system is the number system which has base 10. The number system is base 10, this is known as decimal number system. Now, base basically is maximum number of digits in any number system. Now, base 10, what does base 10 means? This means there are 10 digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These are the 10 digits in this number system. That is why the base of the number system is 10. If I say another number system and that number system is a binary number system, the base of this binary number system is 2. That means this number system will be having only 2 digits, and these digits are 0 and 1. The number system with base 2 will have only 2 digits, that is 0 and 10, 0 and 1, and number system with base 10 will be having 10 digits, that is from 0 to 9. There is another number system, that is octal. Now, octal number system is number system with base 8. That means this number system will be having 8 digits. These digits are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. These are the 8 digits in the number system with base 8 or in the octal number system. Another number system is hexadecimal number system. Hexadecimal. Now, this number system will have a base 16. Base 16 means there will be 16 basic digits or symbols, and these 16 are 0 to 9, these are 10, and then A, B, C, D, E and F. Now, these are the 16 symbols and digits which are used for counting and calculation in the number system hexadecimal. That means number system, it is set of digits and symbols which are used for counting and calculation. Every number system has a associated base or the radix. Base or radix represents the maximum number of digits or symbols in the number system. For example, the decimal number system, it is having base 10. Base 10 means it is having 10 digits, that is 0 to 9. Similarly, a number system binary having base 2, this will have only 2 digits, and these digits are 0 and 1. The next one is octal. It is having base 8 and the digits are 0 to 7, the 8 digits. and then a number system hexadecimal having base 16, that means digits or symbols will be 16, 0 to 9, I hope these are 10, and then 6 A, B, C, D, E, F. Now, by this time we are familiar with the term number system and base of the number system. We will try to find out how counting is performed by using these digits, how these digits are combined together to make another numbers. For example, decimal number system. Now, what is basically the sequence of counting? The sequence of counting will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, the digits are over because total digits are 10. Then combination of these digits are used, like after 9 it will be 1 0, then 1 1, 1 2, and so on up to 1 9. All combinations with 1, and after that it will be 2 0, 2 1, 2 2, and so on up to 2 9, and so on we move up to 9 9. Now, what about the number after 9 9? The 2-digit combination is over now, and the combination starts 1 0 0, the combination of 3 digits, and that is 1 0 1, 1 0 2, and so on. We are quite familiar with this counting sequence because it starts from right class first. What about the sequence in the binary number system? Binary number system, the digits are only 2, that is 0 and 1. That means it will be 0, it will be 1, and after 1 the digits are over now. There will be combinations. It will be 1 0, 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, and so on. This will be the count because digits are only 0 and 1. That is why 0 1, and then combinations of 2, 1 0 and 1 1. After that combination of 3, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, and so on. What about octal? Say the octal number system. It is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. After the basic digits, now there will be combinations, and these combination will be 1 0, 1 1, 1 2 up to 1 7, and then 2 0, 2 1, so on up to 2 7, and so on up to 7 7. After 7 7 it will be combination of 3 digits. So, last, that is hexadecimal. Hexadecimal will be having the digits 0 to 9. After that it will be A, B, C, D, E, F. Now, these 16 digits and symbol, then the combination of 2 will start 1 0, 1 1, 1 2, and so on up to 1 F. Similarly, 2 0, 2 1 up to 2 F, and so on up to FF, and after FF it will be 1 0 0. This is how the counting will proceed in this basic number system. I said 0 to 9. After 9 it will be combination of 2 digits 1 0 1 1. This 2 digit combination will go up to 99, and then it will be 3 digit 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 0 2, and so on. In the binary number system it will be 0 1, combination of 2 digits 1 0 1 1. When the combination of 2 digits is over, then it is 1 0 0, 1 0 1, and so on. In the octal number system 0 to 7, the basic idea is we will be using only these 8 digits because the base of the octal number system is 8, 1 0, 1 1 up to 1 7. This combination will go up to 7 7, and after that combination of 3 digits and so on, and similar concept in this hexadecimal. Now, from this sequence it is very clear that 1 0 in decimal number system is different from 1 0 from the binary number system, is different from 1 0 in the octal number system, and no doubt it will be different from 1 0 in the hexadecimal number system. 1 0 in decimal will be having a different meaning as compared to 1 0 in the binary, 1 0 in the octal and 1 0 in the hexadecimal number system. These are not the only number system. We can have a number system with base 5, and I hope up to this discussion we are very clear that a number system with base 5 will be having only 5 digits, and those digits will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 3, 4. And then there will be combination of these 1 0, 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 2 0, 2 and up to 4 4, and then combination of 3 will start. Now 1 0 in decimal, it is different from 1 0 in binary, it is different from 1 0 in octal, and it is different from 1 0 in hexadecimal. So the discussion will be now how the number from one number system can be converted into another system. Say a number 1 0 in decimal, what will be its interpretation in binary, what will be its meaning in the octal, where it will stand in the hexadecimal number system. So I will be discussing a topic, and that topic is conversion from one number system into another number system. A very important concept in this number system is, and that is the base or the radix of the number system, that is the maximum number of digits in the number system. Another thing which I discussed is, we are familiar with the number system, and that number system is the decimal number system, because we are using it right from the class first, that is a decimal number system. I want to convert a number from decimal number system to binary number system. It is very clear that base of the decimal number system is 10 and base of the binary number system is 2. I want to convert a number 15. I want to convert this number 15 into binary. The process will be, I will divide this number by 2, divide this number by 2 and write down the remainder. Now when I will divide it by 2, the quotient will be 7 and the remainder will be 1. Again divide the number by 2. So I will be successively dividing this number by 2. This is now 3 and the remainder is 1. Again divide by 2, this will be 1, quotient will be 1 and the remainder will be 1. Divide by 2, the quotient is going to be now 0 and the remainder is 1. Then write the remainder from bottom to top. The result what we will get is the binary equivalent of the number 15, and this will be 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, and this is written as in brackets, and after that the base of the number system 2. This means that 15 in binary is 1 1 1 and 1. I can even represent this as 15 in decimal number system. This is equivalent to 1 1 1 1 in the binary number system. I will take one more example. Say this time the example is 13. I want to convert 13 into binary. As I said, I will divide this number by 2, divide this number by 2 and write down the remainder. This time the quotient will be 6 and the remainder is 1. Again divide by 2, successively divide this number by 2 and this time the remainder is 0. 2, divide this by 2, this is 1 and the remainder is 1. Divide by 2, this is 0 and this is 1. Bottom to top, I hope this number is 1 1 0 1. This represents the binary equivalent of the decimal number 13. So a number in decimal can be converted to binary by following these steps. First, successively divide the number by 2. Successively divide the number by 2 and write down the remainders. I divided the number by 2 and these are the available remainders, and then write the remainder from bottom to top to get the binary equivalent of this decimal number. This is how one integer number in decimal can be converted into binary. The steps are: successively divide the given number by 2 and write down the remainder after each step, and then writing the remainder from bottom to top gives the binary equivalent of given decimal number. Now, what about the fractional part? If I want to convert fractional part into binary, say a fraction in decimal, I want to convert it into binary. In the integer part, I divided the number by 2. Now, in the fractional part, I will be multiplying the number by 2. So, my step now are converting a decimal fraction into a binary fraction. Say this fraction is 0.625. I want to convert this fraction into binary. Now, rather than dividing, now I will be multiplying it by 2. When I will multiply it by 2, it will be 1.250. 1.20. Now I will be writing the carry. Carry is this part, the part before the decimal point, and carry here will be 1. I said multiply the given fraction by 2 and write down the carry. Again, the fractional part I will multiply it by 2, and this time it will be 0.500 and the carry part will be 0. This time the carry is 0, and then 0.500 into 2, it will be 1.000, and I hope the carry part is 1. I hope now this fraction is 000. Every time I will be multiplying by 2, it will be resulting in 000. So, I can stop my process here, and now writing the carry from top to bottom. This is very important. In the fractional part, I will be writing it from top to bottom to get the fractional equivalent, like it is 0.101. What does this represent? This represents the binary equivalent of the fraction 0.625. 0.625, this is fraction in decimal, and this is now converted into binary, and it resulted in 0.101. So, I converted the integer part by successively dividing the number by 2 and writing down the remainder, and then writing remainders from bottom to top. And in the fractional part, I multiplied the fraction successively by 2 and writing down the carry part, and then writing carry from top to bottom, I will get the binary equivalent of the given decimal fraction. In this fraction, the process ended after three steps. There may be a case whenever there will be repetitive steps and I do not get 000. So, I can stop this process after 5 or 6 significant digits. The process can be stopped, or sometimes these numbers are repeated, and whenever this repetition starts, I can stop this multiplication process. It may be approximate value, but it will be representing the binary equivalent of this particular given decimal number. Now, what about a number which will be having both the parts? Say I am having a mixed number which will be having an integer part as well as the fractional part. For example, if the number is 11.875, this is the given decimal number. Now, this number is having a integer part, that is 11, and the fractional part, that is 0.875. We will be combining the two explained processes. Now, for this 11, since it is an integer part, I will be dividing the number by 2 and then write the remainder. Say this is 5 and the remainder is 1. The second step is this is 2, this one is 2 and the remainder is 1. The next time it is 2, it is 1 and the remainder is 0. With the next division, the quotient will be 0 and the remainder is 1, and from bottom to top it will be 1101. This is the binary, sorry, 10. This is 1011. This is the binary number which is equivalent to 11. I will be writing the remainder from bottom to top 1011. Fractional part, it is 0.875. As I said, we will be multiplying by 2 and writing the carry part. Now, if I multiply this by 2, I think it will be 1.750. It is 1.750. Now, carry here will be, the carry will be 1. This part with before fraction, this is known as before decimal, this is known as the carry. Next time 0.750 multiplied by 2, it will be 1.500 and the carry part is going to be 1. Next time it is 0.500 multiplied by 2, it will be 1.000 and the carry part is going to be 1. Again I got this fractional part 0. I think there is no need to multiply it again now, because answer is going to be 0. Now, writing the carry from bottom to top, I will get the binary equivalent, and that is 111. This is binary equivalent of this fraction 875. If I combine the two, this is the integer part, this is the fractional part, I will get the binary equivalent, and it is 1011.111. This binary number is representing the binary equivalent of the given decimal number 11.875. It is 1011.111. So, the process is, for the integer number I will divide the number by 2 and I will be writing the remainders, and then writing these remainders from bottom to top, it will give the binary equivalent. And for the fractional part, I will be multiplying it by 2 and then writing the carry part, and then writing carry from top to bottom, it will give the binary equivalent of the given number. This is how this decimal number can be converted into binary number. Now, one basic question which is arising in my mind is, why divide by 2? Why I divided this number by 2, or why I multiplied the number by 2? Why not some other number? Why it was only 2? The selection of 2 is because the base of the binary number is 2. In mathematics we understand, if we will divide the number by 2, the remainder cannot be greater than or equal to 2. Remainder will be either 0 or it will be 1. Similarly, if I multiply the fraction by 2, the carry part cannot be greater than 1. It will be either 1 or it will be 0. So, the answer to the question why I am dividing this number by 2 or multiplying the number by 2 is that the base of this binary number system is 2. I am converting from decimal to binary by dividing the number by 2 and writing down the remainders, and then for fractional part I am multiplying it by 2 and writing down the carry part. Now, with this concept, I hope if I convert a decimal number to octal number system. Now, base of the octal number system I understand is 8. If base of the number system is 8, I hope I should divide the number by 8 and write down the remainder, and for fractional part I should multiply by 8 and write down the carry part. Say I want to convert a number 153. This 153 is a octal number. Why I said it is a octal number? It can be octal number because all the digits here are less than 8, because we understand that the basic digits in the octal number system will be 0 to 7 only. So, 153, this is a octal number given to me. say this is a octal number. So, say this is a octal number. In fact, I want to convert the decimal into, I say 153, this is a decimal number and I want to convert this number into a octal equivalent. Now, this statement means I want to find octal number equivalent to 153 decimal number. Now, the procedure will be 153, I will divide it by 8, divide 153 by 8. So, it is 8 ones are 8, 73, 8 nines are 72 and the remainder will be 1. I again divide it by 8, 8 twos are 16 and I hope the remainder is 3. Again I divide it by 8, it will be 0 and the remainder is 2. This time if I write it from bottom to top, it is going to be 231. So, 231 is a octal number which is equivalent to the number 153 in decimal. So, here I divided it by 8 because the base of the octal number system is 8. That means, if I want to convert it into hexadecimal, I should divide this number by 16. Say, if I want to convert decimal number system to hexadecimal number system, I have to divide it by 16. Say 1000, I want to convert 1000. So, divide by 16. Now, 1000 is a decimal number, I want to convert into hexadecimal. So, 16 6 96, then I will get 40, it is 2 and it will be going to be 8. Now, if I divide it by 16, it will be 3 and the remainder is 14, and if I divide it by 16 and this time it is 3. Now, 3, 14 and 8. If I write it from bottom to top, this is going to be 3, but for 14 I will write E. Now, how I am writing E? I said the hexadecimal numbers are 0 to 9, then A, B, C, D, E and F. Now, this is representing 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 will be represented by E. That is why I am writing E here. So, the number is 3, E and then 8. This is hexadecimal number which is equivalent to this particular decimal number. So, in this discussion I started with the number system. Number system is the set of digits and symbols which are used for counting and calculations. Then I said base or the radix of the number system. The base or radix of the number system is the maximum number of digits in any number system, that is called the base. Decimal number system has only 10 digits, so base is 10. These digits are 0 to 9. Binary number system, the base is 2, only 2 digits, one is 0 and another is 1. The next one is octal number system, the base is 8, the digits are from 0 to 7. Hexadecimal number system, the base is 16, the digits are 0 to 9 and then A, B, C, D, E, F. Or if in the number system has a base 12, it can be 0 to 9 and then A and B only. Then the next topic was how we can convert a number system into another. We started with the decimal number system, and the decimal number, why we started with decimal? Because we are familiar with the decimal number system. So, decimal to binary, the procedure is we will be dividing it by the base 2 and write down the remainder, and for fraction it will be multiplied by 2 and writing down the carry. Here we will be using 8 as the base, here we will be using 16 as the. Now, in my next sequence I will be discussing how these number system can be converted into decimal number system. Thank you very much.